Hello everybody and welcome back to Rebellious Menstruation. I've been doing a little bit of tie-dyeing lately. This is kind of the result because I kind of forgot to film them as I was doing it. I used liquid dye this time instead of ice dyeing, which is I think the last video I did a couple of years ago on dyeing. This is how they turned out. And this is probably, when it was dyed was actually a pastel, which is probably why I wish I'd already filmed it up to here, but it just came out with this this kind of blue, slight blue tinge. That was probably the only one that didn't tie-dye. The rest of them did, so this is just a little cotton coin purse, I guess. So these two are connected. This used to be my school bag when I never used to take any school books because I didn't see the point. So this needs to be sewn back up because it's got like a bottom on unstitched, but this is how this one turned out, which is a bit cute. Very yellow, this one, but this one came back from Japan I think one time when I was a kid. Okay, so this one is a apple green duck bag. And this is how the dye came out on this one, which is kind of cute. So that's that bag. This is a soap saver. This one's by Green and Kind. This is just like a normal, it was a just a normal cotton little bag, but yeah, so this, I think I must have pulled these apart because I've got two distinct designs on either side. And this is another soap container. It came with my hair shampoo and conditioner. This is a Utopia reusable bobble straw carrier, I guess. That one came out quite cute. This is a another either fruit saver or laundry bag, depending on what you're going with it. It's by Ever Eco. I think in the last ice dye I did probably 5 years ago, it was a lot of Ever Eco products in that. So there's that one. This is another one. This one came out quite dark, but that's actually quite good. Came up with this distinct circle on this side, but yeah, I think it came out quite cute. But yeah, again, kind of probably two distinct patterns on either side. This one came out really well, I think. It came out it's not really showing up as neon on screen as it does in real life, but it's actually quite neon. Like this kind of like yellow green is actually quite neon. This is a laundry bag from The Last Object. This is like a book bag, I guess, that I had years ago. This is actually my favourite Virginia Woolf book, Miss Dalloway. So that's how this one came out. On this side is To the Lighthouse. But yeah, this one actually kind of came out quite cute. And the handles kind of came out quite nice too. So that's that. And this one here. So this is not a very bright green, but it came out quite muted. But the pattern came out quite interesting anyway. So these are the makeup pads. I find that the makeup pads tend to get a little bit manky, so I tie-dyed them as well, so they all came out a little bit different, although admittedly these are actually quite hard to tie up when you're because they're so little. In the process, I was running out of colours by the time I did this set. So, but these are all done by Liquid Dyes, where they were left tied up for about 12 hours and then left for 12 hours to dry before they were washed. So whereas kind of the last one I did was an ice dye. These are some other makeup pads that I've got. I kind of don't mind how that pattern turned out. And there's this one. As you can see, the textures of the different sides give them different perspectives. So yeah, these were mainly blue, black, green and grey, I think, were the colourways here. And then we got to the tissues. This was probably my main aim at actually doing some dyeing at this point, because the tissues obviously in most cases will become the most stained. So this is kind of why I did it mainly, but then obviously I had some excess colour, which is why a lot of the bags got involved and a lot of the makeup pads got involved, is because I could actually, I don't find having white and or / beige things is actually conducive. Don't particularly like it. It's probably one of my most biggest turn-offs for the minimalism / low waste / not using a lot of rubbish, is the grey beige aesthetic. Not the actual low waste, which is a great thing, not the actual, you know, not having a lot of clothes or disposable clothes. That is really, really good. I always like those types of philosophies, limited wardrobes and all that type of stuff, but I just think my struggle generally is that I don't want to have an entirely beige wardrobe of 100 items, so that I can go from work to after work without a problem. I end up having kind of a bit more of an aesthetically pleasing ideology, and then have pretty plain work clothes, because I don't really want the really beige plain list in my personal life. If I'm gonna have limited items in my life, I actually want them to be pleasurable and pretty. So the tissues came out, obviously this kind of purple, orange, pink colorway took a lot, as well as this kind of green, orange, yellow, but they all came out, as you can see, relatively differently. Kind of a bit of a half yellow, green, orange, and half orange, purple, pink, but that's okay. So they all kind of came through. So this is how they all look, and I'm kind of like how they all came out, to be honest. And then this is kind of one random dark one. This one was kind of done in this colorway rather than in these liquid dyes. But, and then of course there's the bees one. I got this from a little tiny bee hive maker in some regional town in New South Wales. And then there's this one. I kind of like how this one came out. This is one of probably my oldest hankies. I probably had this 10 years or so. It was white, obviously at one point, but it was kind of getting a little bit used, which is fine, and dyeing it does exactly what we want it to do, is kind of make it usable in different ways. So that was my tie-dyeing, and those are the things that I tie-dyed, so I didn't have white or beige, kind of making what I wanted to do, I guess, and giving myself a bit more colour. These are obviously things that I use in my life, in things that I'm doing. So there we go. That is my ice dye, my liquid dye. This was a liquid dye adventure rather than an ice dye adventure, but we still like it, and it just came out different. You know, it's a little bit of an experiment every time we do this. Outside of that, thank you for watching. Enjoy your morning, afternoon or evening, depending of course where you are in the day, and I will catch up with you all next time. Goodbye everyone.